And all new at 5, a major organized crime bust. 23 people under arrest now, accused of stealing guns and cash.
Today, police revealed 4 organized crime groups are wreaking havoc.
From aggravated robbery to kidnapping, burglary, and more. Let's take a look at this. New pictures from court documents in this case. These are a few of the people who have been charged, and investigators say the money, tens of thousands of dollars, is all stolen.
FBI, open up! Welcome to this episode of Chattin with Staxx. I'm your host, Bill Staxx, and today I got Jihad Muhaddin from Chronicles podcast.
That mask gonna get left in R&D, which is receiving and discharge when you come in and they ask you, can you walk on this compound? You know what I'm saying? And then you're gonna have to say yes or no, which this is my first stop, and I was seeing a lot of dudes say, no, I can't walk here. I didn't understand it. You know
they check in right away, right? They're scared.
Yep. So yeah, that or your paperwork ain't right, because back when I came in, you had all your paperwork. See, now they made some of the paperwork contraband in affairs, like your statement of reasons is a part of your judgment and commitment. That tells if you told of somebody or not. That page is took out of your judgment and commitment and is considered contraband. Your PSI, it tells your whole criminal history and everything, your case, and it tells if you cooperated or not. That's contraband. You've been had to send that out. So now the only way they tell now is through your docket sheets. You always got to get a 6-month updated docket sheet every year that you're in to keep because you don't know what you did while you in, and your docket sheet show all your movement to the court. You know what I'm saying? Show if you've been back since you've been in or whatever. So I landed there, man. I'm in R&D, and the cop, he gets to me like, can you walk here? And I'm like, yeah. You know what I mean? I don't know nothing about this. Is my first stop. He said, listen, man, you at USP Terror Hut. This is the death house. You know what I mean? If you ain't right, you shouldn't walk this. You shouldn't accept to walk this compound. So I was like, if I ain't right like what? Like, you know what I mean? He said, did you tell on anybody? I said, heck no. Like, that ain't me. He said, well, then you should be good then. Like, you know what I'm saying? He said, because if you told on somebody, you need to be honest. Let us know now, because they'll kill you out there. You know what I mean? If it's in your paperwork, I mean, literally kill you out there. I was like, what? Like, but I was good. You know what I'm saying? I got out there, and back then you just go to your counselor and they'll pull your case up and print all your paperwork for you, because your card, you're going to be running with somebody right there.
They're going to ask you, right when you get in there, they say, where's your paperwork?
Go to your counselor and get the print up of your case. You got to get it. You know what I'm saying? And then you get your sentence and transcripts sent in, you know what I mean, through your lawyer and all that. But, your PSI, they print that right off, and that was good at this time. So, I went down to the chapel. I met the Muslims and all that. They wanted to see that paperwork. I went back to the thing, got it. I'm clear. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? So time is going in there, and I ain't, in there, whatever you're looking for, you're going to find it. All the drugs is in there. If you think you're a hard rock, they got somebody that's going to answer that for you that's in there. You know what I'm saying? But, I just was cooling out, man. The old heads, from Philly, was like a bunch of time, like, yo, get in that law library, man. The key to them door in there. Don't be bopping your head to BET all day. Get in there, learn your case, man, and get up out of here, man. Don't be smart about it. So that's when I ended up getting into the Indiana State University, studying the law through the correspondence course and all that. All this stuff was free back then. You got to pay for all that now. And I don't even know if they even let you have college courses no more. Like, it was free, so why wouldn't I get it? So I got an AA and a BA, 7 years of college free. You know what I'm saying? So I took advantage of that. But while I was in there, even though I was laid back, did I have a problem? About a year into the bid, I'm working in the kitchen. I got my kitchen whites on, you know what I'm saying? And I'm talking to 2 brothers from Philly, and through this time, I got a big homie, man. He ended up coming home after 31 years, gave life back. You know what I'm saying? He from Philly. So he was telling me, look, man, when you walk in the track, walk the opposite direction. So he said the people's eyes will tell you if somebody coming behind you, sit to the back against the wall when you in, the movie theater or the cafeteria, sit at our table, always watch what's coming in and not what's behind you, because you need to see what's coming in. We already know what's behind us. So, he was teaching me little things on how to get the time done. So I had my back turned to the line, and a couple dudes from another state was like, what's up with this dude? What he jumping the line? I got kitchen whites on. First of all, we already ate. We work in the kitchen. So, I did then you can't go for nothing. So when he said that, I had to address it. So I turned around and was like, man, I ain't jumping no line, man. You already see I got my whites on, take it down. And I turned back around. Now, my two homies' eyes told me something was going on. Dude was coming, tried to hit me in my neck, but I caught it, hit me in my shoulder, chipped my collarbone. We start mixing it up. I bit his nose off, I bit his ear off. You know, they
right in the chow hall.
And this is in the chow hall. They rushed in, you know what I'm saying, circled us, because down Terre Haute, they're gonna let you kill each other. You know, that's like a real bad area, like for Klan. A lot of them work there. You know what I'm saying? So they gonna let you kill each other. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, we mix it up. They saying who's the aggressor? Who's the who the one hurt? Who started? They I hear all that. So we just really mixing it up now. The knife is gone, and somebody picked that up, and we just rumbling up. That's why I say I bit his nose off, bit his ear off. We wrestling all around. They get us, they lock us up.
His whole nose is gone.
Well, the whole front part, yeah, I bit that off. You know what I'm saying? Ooh. And that's one thing that I'm known for in the feds, that fight right there. You know what I'm saying? That's was like Big Job Go. You know what I'm saying? But that was then. So at this time, they had what you call a buddy system. You can go to the shoe, which is lock up, and then y'all kick it and can come back out. You know what I'm saying? As long as they see that y'all was kicking it. And
the person that you fought. So you're going together.
Yeah, so we did that. You know what I'm saying? Nobody want to really leave Terre Haute. Was sweet. They had soda machine dispensers in the mess hall. They feeding you good. And it was a good jail. You know what I'm saying? It was an older jail. Your windows in your cells go up. They had springs in the bed, springs for the mattress. It was sweet. It was old, but it was sweet. And man, when I got out, man, one of my old heads, man, he had did 30 years in the state and got a pardon in Pennsylvania. Ended up catching double life in the feds. He older guy, and when I got out, he was like, "That was a good show you put on." It's just how his voice sounded. People who watch this know who I'm talking about. That was a good show you put on. Now you gotta go in there and kill him. I said, "Kill him?" He said, "Yeah. Now you gotta go down there and kill him." They strapped my hands up with the knives, and this is how the metal detectors got put in the mess hall down Terre Haute, because we used to wear sneakers, your gray sweatshirt, and just your pants, like, because it's inside a building. That's a prison that's inside, got corridor. So we ain't had to be uniformed up all day. So now I done got it to the point where we had to put on our boots, and then they put the metal detector in there. You got slide, if you had steel toe, you got slide your boots across the thing to go in the mess hall to eat. So what happened, I get, they take me up with the knives. I go down the mess hall, I run in there and jump on top of these boys' table. I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm in the ring. So I jump up on the table, and he looking at me like, "What's up?" So I guess in my eyes, he like jumped up and tried to run. I jump on his back, I start stabbing him. Like he fell, I flipped him over, I start stabbing him. And people are always like, "Yo, what was it like?" I said, "Man, when that knife is penetrating that skin, it sounded like a 22 shooting. Pop, 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 pop. Skin popping." His homie came and kicked me in my face and broke my nose, right? So I jump up. First of all, when I was stabbing him up, he was looking at me. He was like, "I didn't even do nothing." That's what he said, right? So I jump up and I'm chasing his homie around the table. Now, this is one of my homies like, "Yo, man, you was telling him, where you think you going? Where you think you going? Where you think you going?" He said, I kept saying that. And we going around the table. He said, I just reached over the table, grabbed him, and struck him across the table and started hitting him in his stomach. And he was like, the dude was like, "You killing me." He said,
and everyone's going crazy. The whole place
is nothing's going crazy because this is normal here. Everybody, the police is in there surrounded us. They letting me do what I do because, like I said, they gonna let you kill each other. But what happened? I had a Big Lou, man. Big Lou, he ended up being a lieutenant, but at this time he was the corridor officer. I was working in the corridor at the time. Well, I ended up working for him after I got out the shoe the next time. But at this time, I don't even know him. But Big Lou, he was like, "Yo, you done? You done? Look at yourself. You done?" He said, "You want to go to death row? You want to go to death row?" So, when you in the red, you can't really, you just are going off pure adrenaline. So I calmed down, they cuffed me up, took me out, and that was one thing that had got my name out there. Like, yo, Big John ran up in that mess hall with them knives, man, put that work in. Like, that followed me my whole bid too. You know what I'm saying? And then that was like, I stood down Terre Haute about 4 years, I think 4 years or 5 years, something like that down there, man. That was my only couple. Well, it was a ride between DC and Indiana in the gym that we ended up. Because you know, when you away, DC, like East Coast is family. You know, everybody got their own cars. Philly, Jersey, Muslim.
DC is deep, right?
DC is probably one of the, well, now the Mexicans, because you know it's been a war on immigration, like it was a war on drugs. It's been a war on immigration right before I came on, so they was locking up a lot of Mexicans. But DC, everything is federal. They're a district. They're not a state. So everything they do, they come in the feds. So you can see a dude in there for snatching a pocketbook and stealing some cell phones out of some cars. They in there. But for the most part, a lot of the DC little homies be having a lot of bodies. Like they be like some. It's a lot of thorough little dudes out of there. I met a lot of good men out of DC, man. Like a lot of my cellies have been from DC because you know they be on man time, what we call man time. Like ain't nobody in each other's way, man. Your paperwork right, you know what I mean? You knowing how to do your time, you're not in your cellies way, you know what I mean? We giving each other our space, you know what I mean? Just straight man time, you know what I'm saying? And ain't nobody going for nothing, ain't nobody disrespecting nobody. And that's the way, that's how you do your bid, man. Comfortable bid, man time. So a lot of my cellies have been from DC, notable men, you know what I'm saying? And I know a lot of notable men because, you know, different institutions I've been in. Like I said, even though we come from different states, if we on the West Coast, we all together. We in the Midwest, we all together. You know what I'm saying? So down south, we all together. So I've been rolling with them through my bid for the whole 20 years. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, and then let me see where I go from there. So that's how I ended up going to Terre Haute. That was my first stop of my federal time.
Have you seen anybody with bad paperwork and them get caught with their bad paperwork? And can you walk me through a situation where that happened?
I can give you a situation, that personal situation. All right, I'm on a compound. This happens I've seen it all over compounds, but I don't talk about nobody else's story. I can tell you a personal story. We had a little homie. We had this spot out West Virginia, and the little homie was in the mix with us. You know what I mean? And word came back like, yo, he ain't right. Yo, you know, y'all run around, you know what I mean? Y'all be off y'all like so-called man time, and y'all got like somebody that ain't right in your car. So I'm like, ooh. So they tell me who it is. Tell the little homie like, yo, like bring your paperwork to the yard. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you know, I've been around. I've been in a long time. At this time, I already had a bunch of years and over a decade in at this time. So when I hit the compounds, then I know how to talk. You know what I'm saying? And since I've been around different states, different prisons, I like I say, in our car, we never had no you the shot caller. Nah, we as a whole. Now, spokesperson, I'll be that because I do know a lot of people. But shot caller, nah, we don't do that with our car. No jail I ever been in, oh, you the shot caller. I've always been a spokesperson because I know a lot of people because I've been in 13 different federal prisons. You know what I'm saying? So I know I've been around. I've been in a long time. So I know a lot of people. And on the strength of my name and how I carry myself and how I get our car, like we don't be with the nonsense, the gambling, the drinking. We might get us some money, you know what I'm saying? However, we gonna get our money, but we don't be with no nonsense. And I try to keep our car out of that because one person gonna crash the car. And if you in the car, we all gotta go, and we don't want to be going behind no dumb stuff because everybody got things going on. You got dudes in school, you got dudes taking up trades, you got people getting money here. So we don't carry ourselves for no nonsense. So anyway, we called a little dude down. So that's why I say I've always been like a spokesperson. So I called a little dude down. I said, listen, bring your paperwork to the yard, man. You know what you need to bring your sins and transcripts, and let me see that docket sheet. And I hope it's updated.
How many people are in your car at this time?
See, that all depends on where you at because we had a Jersey car, you know what I'm saying? And then we was in West Virginia, and it was only about 13 or 14 of us there. You know what I'm saying? It all depends. See, if you doing time and you in Pennsylvania or Jersey, it's going to be a bunch of them, but then it's going to be a Newark car, a Camden car, a Trenton car, but we all from Jersey, you know what I'm saying? It'll be the New York or be on their own, but a lot of times, a lot of compounds we be on New York and New Jersey and Philly kind of be together. You know what I'm saying? It all depends on where we bit in that. You know what I mean? But at this particular jail was only like 13 of us from like Trenton, Camden, Newark, Elizabeth. So we all from, that's all Jersey, so we together. And this little brother ends up really happened to be supposed to have been from my city, but I've been in a long time, and I was always saying he don't move like I would expect, or somebody to move that was from the city I'm from. But anyway, he bring the paperwork down, and sure enough, he had a lock on his docket sheet. When it's locked, that means your paperwork is sealed. So when you got a lock on there and it's sealed, that's a problem. Why is it sealed?
Bad sign. It's a bad sign. It's a real bad sign.
So I said, man, till you can like prove that this ain't bad, like this ain't a effed up situation, like get your lawyer to send your sentencing transcripts. And a lot of people don't got their sentencing transcripts. They had a docket sheet. I said, you're gonna have to go ahead and go over and sit down, man, until you can prove that this ain't right. See, I always take the logical way. But then if you bucket, like, man, I ain't going over there, man, my stuff right, then the other little homies, you going by choice or force. Like, it's gonna be up to you. You going, we out in this yard. First of all, these little homies got these bats and they got these knives and they ready to work you for real. They like, I'm talking to you. They really want you down here. As soon as we seen this, it was really supposed to be it.
They're waiting to put work in on them to get them out of there. They don't want to talk, right?
Yeah, nah. Why? Because ain't no talking, because it's a car thing now. Oh, the Jersey car that they homie. Nah, they want to crush all them Jersey boys was up here. They crushed their homie that was up here hot. You know what I'm saying? They crushed him, got him out of here. That's the thing in there that everybody want their car to be. Like, you don't want to be in no soft car or we harboring dudes that ain't right. Nah, that ain't how it go. You ain't right, you out of here. But my thing is the violence. I had a lot going on there. I had a whole bunch. Me and my brother, we had a bunch. We was making a bunch of money. So now, not only because we was making a bunch of money, I'm always going to be logical about the situation, because at this time, before you could crush somebody, they run the time concurrent. At this time, when this was going on, you crush somebody, it's consecutive. And I don't want to be the one that you be responsible for you having to do more time. I've been in here a long time.
Yeah, but I mean, when this situation happens, it kind of put a stop to all you making money. It'll put a stop to a lot of things that are going on in the compound. So you got to be wary on how you do this too, right?
You got to be strategic. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is, I'm serious because you know who I am. So I'm talking to you. Listen, check this out. Until you can prove that this ain't what we thinking it is, you gotta go lay down. Now they know when I say that, dang, I gotta leave the compound, or I ain't making it out this yard. When I walk up to the gate and tell them I can't walk here, I need to bust that left and go bang on that red door and go in that shoe. If I try to go back to my unit, they coming behind me when the rep call come, and it's gonna go down. So like, yeah, but I've seen one dude, man, and I was locked up over Lompoc over California, and this dude from Cali paperwork wasn't right, man. Listen, they stuck so many knives in him, I thought he was a pin cushion. Damn. They put that work in on him, boy. Helicopter had to fly and land in there and take him out of there. You know what I'm saying? Like, that paperwork was a serious thing. But now it's like now a day from, like from what I got a homie, like I say, we was talking when I got the call, like my homie, he up Hazleton USP. That's a bad prison too. You know what I'm saying? And he kind of like telling me like everything changed in there, man. He said, man, the caliber of men ain't the same. You know what I'm saying? He said they're younger, you know what I'm saying? And people don't care nothing about too much about the paperwork stuff really no more. You know what I'm saying? He said it's all different now. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Rats walking all over the compound, and
they running the compounds now.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Back then you couldn't do stuff like that, right? They found out.
Nobody found out you was one, because they gonna fix you up, man. Like, it's like different now, man. Like, I get a lot of calls. You know what I'm saying? I'm still, I look out for a few people. You know what I'm saying? Because I did a lot of time, and I know how it is to be in there. You know what I'm saying? So, I take them phone calls when they come in. If I could do something for you, man, I ain't rich. I try to do something to help you out with your phone, man. Help you. Everything in the feds costs. You know what I'm saying? From washing your clothes to you need, cosmetics, man, deodorant, soap powder. I try to do something, man. And I don't spread myself thin. I got my few people, man. And a lot of people I was cool with. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people love me. You know what I'm saying? But I never told them, yo, when I go home, I'm going to take care of you. I got you. I might got your information. I might shot you some pictures of what's going on out here because of that speaks volumes too. Oh, Big Josh shot me like that. So, my man told me I shot some pictures in the one guy. He said he walked around with him for like a week. Like, that was Big Josh sent me some pictures.
Yeah.
Man, that was big.
It means a lot to people. Yeah.
He said, man, your man thought he had an American Express black card. He was walking around with Jones in his pocket. But man, I just try to be there for the fallen soldiers, man, because I was once one, and I know that, man, it's hard, man. You ain't got nobody out here.
This guy's paperwork is coming back locked, you said. And you tell him you got to lay down till you get the rest of your paperwork, and what happens next?